And that was kind of the beginning. And then we get to a wonderful time in our lives, which sort of, I met Jeff. I got to meet Jeff. It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I had a dream about 2 weeks before I met Jeff that Mr. Dibbs, do you guys know who Mr. Dibbs is?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I turned 21, I went to a J. Rue, DJ Shadow, and Latyrix show. I could have cared less about J. Rue. I was there to see Shadow and Latyrix. Nobody knew who Latyrix were. And I was like, fuck this, I'm getting backstage. It was my birthday. I was high as shit. I kicked the door open. I ran past bouncers, and I ran into Latyrix's room, and I was like, what's up on the freestyles? And they were like, what's up on the freestyles? And I rapped with them. And it was the greatest fucking moment of my life. I can't even tell you.
You remember, it is on videotape, and you had fluorescent orange camouflage full suit on.
Yeah! Who's never getting shot? Ever? Me. Because I'm hidden or fluorescent. As a wigger.
Safety code.
Bottom line is though, all your heroes, all your rapping heroes, I met them, I went up to them, I was like, what's up on the freestyles? And they all were like, I'm trying to get this pussy in my mouth. Except for Latyrix. Those motherfuckers were down. A couple other groups, but we'll leave them out for now. So anyway, I'm rapping with them, and I'm all like, oh my god, I'm alive. And I leave the room, and I'm all fucking shaking, but wiggered out, so I'm like, fuck everybody.
It's like lyrics born is earth, and I'm air. The signs go together.
You've seen it. Anyway, so, mortal. Anyway, so, there's this fat guy outside the dressing room, and he's smoking menthol cigarettes up against the wall, one after the next. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm Dose. And he's like, I'm Dibbs. And it was love. I shit you not, man. We were inseparable, like Barbie and Ken, for quite some time. And then he's like, you gotta meet my boy. I'm doing this Illuminati record. And I'm like, yeah, can I be on it? And he's like, yeah, sure. He's like, you gotta be my boy. And then I had this funky dream about being on my porch, and this dorm was very distinct. And there was Brad, Mr. Dibbs, and this other motherfucker that I didn't know, but we were all talking and hanging. And then Mr. Dibbs brings Jeff over to my dorm.
Actually, what did you think of him when you saw him with the long ponytail?
Thank you. I didn't have to do it. Does anyone here?
I never asked you that question.
What kind of hair?
I think it was the sheet.
No. I have the best way to answer this. So I'm hanging. I have a graffiti crew and my rap crew from Jersey, and they meet Jeff at a Scribble Jam in '97, and they're like, "Yo, this nigga makes the illest beats, but he got the fucking. He's the whitest fucking white boy. He's got a motherfucking." Pony, this shit is shaved, it's just long hair forever, and a motherfucking ponytail. And this is what I had to sit with, because like, my whole crew was a lot rougher around the edges than the crew that I blasted with. Nonetheless, we had to explain the transition period amongst ourselves, so there we were. And Jeff had a beautiful ponytail. She was fucking stark, man. Wow.
I still got it in the plastic bag.
So anyway, you know, we met, and it was wonderful, and we did Presage. It was the first thing we ever did together. That was the first time we all met, the three of us hung out and laughed in a bedroom. And then the magic started happening as we approached '97, okay? I don't know what happened, but Mr. Dibbs did a show in Austin, I think, with the Live Poets. And
No, it was Memphis.
Memphis, awesome, the other Austin. So they're in Memphis. Anyway, does a show with them and brings their CD back to me, and back with finally, and I the vinyl, and I was like, dude, this fucking shit is nasty. And he's like, yeah, they're really cool. Apparently, Dibbs talks like soul. Anyway, Dibbs was into it. Dibbs at the same time had been sent to semitones because he was what he was, man. He was some kind of lighthouse stuck in Cincinnati that was heavy set. And
White House.
Turntablism. I meant White House. Anyway, so the next thing that happens is, you know, we all start to slowly gravitate, and I meet Gel, and Gel has what we would call a musical shepherd. This guy Kevin Beecham.
Who says that?
Yeah. That's Christians. You don't know him. You don't believe in him. I hang out with them. I'm half and half. Yeah. Some of me's Jews, some of me
who's the
isn't
musical
Jews.
shepherd?
Kevin Beecham. Kevin Beecham. So he's at North by Northwest. What was that college?
Okay, long story short, Northern Illinois. Kevin Beecham got his fucking job playing records at Northwestern University.
This is a long story short.
That's where you're saying north by northwest. I don't know what you're
I
talking
was just
about.
saying, okay, anyway.
Waukegan, Illinois is where I met this.
Woo! Waukegan, bitch! So anyway, Jeff is, you know, this guy brings him to rap and then somehow brings all his rap to us. So Kevin was really down at his ear to the street, where people like Lab Tech, when everybody was scratching their dick, you know, about is DC really there. And then at the same time, he also got in touch with people like Atmosphere, this guy Slug. And I heard that shit and I was like, what the fuck is this? So, the next